Trying out the new Lew's TP rod that just came in the mail. 7'3" heavy action grass rod. Also billed as a pitching rod. I can tell you, it's not the lightest rod in the world. It is a little on the heavy side compared to some other rods, but it's a manageable heavy. It's not like my old Team Daiwa rod from 1986 or the original Fenwick Lunker sticks. Try making a pitch or two. Pitch is okay. I'm using a 5/16 ounce sinker, not a real heavy one. Rod's got a lot of backbone, a lot of beef. Nice graphics if you're into graphics. Pitch is okay. I think it would pitch better if it had a little more tip to it, to be honest. Well, what do I think about it? Let's have a seat and we'll talk. Hey, welcome back to Steve Horvath Fishing. Well, got a rod in the mail. Bought it from eBay. Got a good price on it. Said, why not check it out? Lew's TP1 X Series. Good looking rod. Balance is decent. This is the pitching grass rod for jigs and plastics. You can see that. 7'3", heavy action. So what do I think about it? Well, we're going to be honest. We're going to be brutally honest. I like a lot of Lew's stuff. And I like this rod. Not necessarily for what it's labeled, but I do like the rod. Do I consider it a rod that I want to use for pitching all the time? No. No. I want a little bit better tip action. I want a little bit softer tip to make my flips, or not flips, but pitches a little more effortless and be able to be a little bit more accurate with a little more distance. That being said, it is a nice rod. When it comes to being a grass rod, if I'm out punching a jig through some deep grass, if I'm worming through some deep grass or I'm worming around cover, I think this is an excellent rod for that. It's got the right action for that. So, for Steve's brutally honest rating scale, 0, it goes in the garbage without hesitancy. 5, it's just good enough to use. 10, I would weep when I hold the rod and cast it and think that I'm the luckiest man in the world. My rating for this rod would be I'm going to give it a 7.2. I think if it was a little more engineered toward both, that it would be higher rated, but it would have a different action. For what it is, for being, to me, a grass pitching rod, because I'm going to be using a heavy sinker, something like 5/8 to over an ounce. It can handle that easily. So for a heavy cover pitching rod with heavier weight baits, I'm going to say that it's probably an 8 or an 8.5. But as a combination rod, I have to score it a 7.2. Hey, Steve Horvath Fishing. Looks like I got a new rod.